Hey folks, sometimes I have a lot of problems uploading to Facebook videos, so please go on to the YouTube, my YouTube, to see what's going on today and what my opinions are. That will get you the information faster while I figure out how to upload on Facebook. So, today, Marco Rubio is off to the Vatican to try to appease the Catholic Church and Catholics all over the world, and of course in the United States, uh, and also to bolster his own presidential prospects in 2028, given that the Catholic vote is very, very important. J.D. Vance wasn't invited to the Vatican for obvious reasons, and all of his bluster against the Catholic Church. So Trump continues to say offensive things about the Pope, how the Pope supports nuclear weapons for Iran. Meanwhile, Rubio is rushing off to the Vatican to try to smooth things over. Now, Trump's ire against the Pope is the fact that the Pope is an American and is the most popular and prominent American right now. So that really bothers Trump a lot. So he's doing everything possible to be nasty and say terrible things against the Pope. It's backfiring spectacularly, but that never stopped him. The other big news came out yesterday, and NBC News led the way by saying that the Saudis and the Kuwaitis, especially the Saudis, basically showed Donald Trump the finger and said that America could not use their airspace or air rights or their bases to launch Project Freedom. And without air cover, there was no Project Freedom, but Saudi Arabia said nothing doing. They wanted de-escalation, and they knew that if America launched planes from their territory, Iran would retaliate. And sure enough, we saw what happened in Fujairah, and probably the UAE gave the US air rights, and Iran retaliated. And what did Donald Trump and Hegseth do? Oh, poo-pooed it. Nothing happened, nothing to see here, move along. That's a clear indication to Saudi Arabia that the US continues not to be an ally, and they were not going to put their territory at risk. So apparently that is why you keep hearing about Saudi Arabia, and MBS's call with Trump apparently did not go well. And that is why the Prime Minister of Pakistan mentioned Saudi Arabia when he praised Trump for pausing freedom, Project Freedom. So allies of the United States are showing the US the finger because they can see that Trump has lost this war. And they feel emboldened to say, no, we are not going to put our territory at risk for your ridiculous tactics. That is important to know, an important development. Iran's Speaker of Parliament yesterday put out a curious post and pretty funny. He said, Operation Trust Me Bro failed. Now back to routine with Operation Fauxios, as in a play on Axios, Fauxios, because Axios is now rumored to be providing the happy talk right before the markets open. So it's a play on that. Médecins Sans Frontières is reporting something quite disturbing. They're saying that Israel is manufacturing malnutrition in Gaza by preventing aid from coming into Gaza again. And as we know, the two activists were kidnapped off the coast of Greece. They were trying to provide humanitarian aid to Gaza via sea. Their appeal has been rejected again. And as I said yesterday, Tiago Avila, the Brazilian citizen, his mother passed away in Brazil while he has been in detention. And Israel has denied his appeal. Meanwhile, Israeli soldiers are once again killing people in Lebanon, and also, desecrating Christian symbols and sites. So Israel is very quick to say that they're investigating any desecration of statues but no desecration of human life. That is where we are at. Statues are more important. If Israeli soldiers do anything to statues, Israel would investigate. If Israeli soldiers kill people, torture people, steal from them, nothing happens. Let's watch what happens throughout the day. So far, this is the news. US allies are showing the US the finger. That to me is a significant piece of news.